intro, please. Welcome to Discovery. This week we're going to focus on bands such as Amorphis, Wait, Varnheim, Cult of Luna, and so much more. Well, last week's Discovery was absolutely fantastic, and we also had the highest viewed Discovery featuring bands such as Korn and Saxon. This week it's going to be jam-packed Discovery, and yeah, let me know in the comments below the bands you discovered this week. We're going to talk about the newly released albums, so let's get on with it. So first of all is Rolo Tomassi, Where Myth Becomes Memory.
And all I want is
This is a very good album overall, and this is a pretty experimental LP. Now, her vocals on this are absolutely fantastic. She incorporates cleaner vocals and much more harsh and aggressive vocals. If you like bands such as Converge, even Dillinger Escape Plan, or even bands such as Imperial Triumphant, you're gonna fucking well love this because it's a mix of avant-garde melodies that really do get stuck in your head. I love songs like, I love the really soft, beautiful somber moments throughout Almost Always, but really building up throughout the song Cloaked, and absolute batshit crazy songs like Labyrinth. The guitar work is absolutely fantastic, it's quite progressive, and it's just a really good album overall. One pet hate is maybe this album does drag a little bit. Like, I would like to see a few songs cut here and there, but it's 48 minutes and it's 48 minutes of just pure fun. This is a very unpredictable album with just really thrashing and heavy drumming on this and technical elements with odd time signatures. And overall, this is a fucking banger of an album. So drum roll please. So for Rolo Tomassi, Where Myth Becomes Memory, I'm going to give this a solid 80%. Moving on. Okay, so next up is a Norwegian black metal band that has really thrown a span in the works in the black metal scene at the moment, and they released an album a week ago. We're talking about Darvaza, Ascending into Perdition. If you have bands like a Sothoris, if you fucking love bands like Behemoth, even bands like Balfagor, but also love that death, blackened death style, and I fucking well love this. Ascending into Perdition has some incredible melodies that really do get imprinted into your mind. Just overall guitar work, the overall drumming is absolutely spectacular, and there are some very intense moments. The speed and the tumult is just batshit crazy at times. The vocals are very deep, harsh and aggressive and quite growly, but it really works in the overall atmospheric style that Darvaza holds. This is a fantastic black and death metal album, a blackened behemoth style at times, an intense black and death metal album. Some would say that the vocal style is very similar to the vocalist of Druk, but of course it's on the boundaries of just black metal itself. The melodies are just really infectious in tone, and it's just a really fun album overall. Aggressive, like Silent in Heaven is such an aggressive but yet beautiful and blissful song with some interesting passages. Mouth of the Dragon, really intense song. Very intense black metal album. Fucking love it. Darvaza Ascending into Perdition. Drum roll please. It's going to get an 86%. Let's move on. Okay, so next up is Napalm Death. A resentment is always seismic. So in case you don't know, Napalm Death released an album back 2 years ago called Throws in the Joy of the Joys of the Fetusism, I think it was called, and holy shit, it was fucking fantastic. I'm a big fan of Napalm Death, but I'm not a big fan of the first 2 albums. The rest of the Napalm Death's discography, in my opinion, is absolutely fucking fantastic, and Resentment Is Always Seismic has a really aggressive edge to it. Songs like Narcissus, with incorporate elements of grindcore, elements of death metal. Resentment Always Simmers is such a hard-hitting song. But you get songs like By Proxy, which has a very old style Napalm Death sound. People Pie. People Pie is a cover song. Holy shit, it fucking slaps hard. Napalm Death really put an edge to that song. Self-titled track to end off the album, Resentment Is Always Seismic. Really hard-hitting song. This is a really enjoyable mini album, you could say, or an EP, and one of the best EPs of the year. Furious stuff by Napalm Death. Apparently, these are the bonus songs from their last album, and the bonus songs fucking hit hard. It's a very good album. Barney's vocals, of course, are absolutely fantastic on this. Guitar work is so good on this as well, and the drumming is just relentless and in your fucking face. But People Pie was a fucking surprising song. I never thought Napalm Death could do a cover song. For Resentment Is Always Seismic by Napalm Death, drum roll please, it's gonna get an 82%. Moving on. Next up is Cult of Luna, The Long Road North. Now this album was surprising. This is my first album by Cult of Luna, and holy shit, I was pretty shocked at how good this album was. It's quite progressive, and you could say it's sort of metalcore-ish, but especially with the vocals, at times the guitar style. They are a very different band. Like, it's just really progressive, very gloomy, dark, atmospheric album as well. And songs like Cold Burn, The Silver Arc, fucking The Long Road North, which is like 10 minutes, and you got Blood Upon Stone, which is like 12 minutes. They are long, progressive songs. Amazing guitar melodies. The vocals are very harsh and in your face, also have that chorish style vocals that really work overall, and this is a very surprising album. Very surprising album to me. Didn't think I was going to enjoy it this much, to be honest. But yeah, it's quite atmospheric. It's quite a gloomy, atmospheric LP, and at times it's very uncomfortable to listen to, but it's uncomfortable in a very good fucking way. An amazing album from start to finish. The overall structure, there are elements of noise moments, there are just progressive moments, some even death metal elements, some metalcore elements, some just dark ambient atmosphere. One whole complete package by Cult of Luna. Definitely need to check out more of this band, and I probably will check more of this band in the near future. But yeah, for Cult of Luna, The Long Road North, it's going to get a solid 86%. Let's move on. Okay, so next up is an album that really surprised me. We're talking about Wait, The End of Noise. I suppose like fading away, I'm reminded. First of all, the fucking album cover is absolutely amazing. You got a guy that is sitting on the floor. He's trying to pick up all the blood sand so he doesn't lose the time that is being wasted. Holy shit, amazing album cover. And this is a very good album. It's progressive. It's progressive death metal, you could say. Now, they utilize more of those clean vocals. There are a lot of clean vocals on this, and yet it works overall. There are harsher vocals on this as well, especially through Earth's Last Orbit, Lone Presence Supreme. Fucking A Path to Travel to end off the album. The vocals are very different. The problem with this album, one nitpick, is that there are a lot of chugging riffs on this, and yes, it works overall. You got some amazing guitar solos, you got some amazing drum fills, you got some incredible atmospheric passages as well, progressive solos on point, amazing lyrics. The End of Noise is just a solid LP overall. It'd be one of my favorite albums of the year at the moment. They really mix the clean and harsher vocals, utilizing more of those cleaner vocals throughout the album and the unexpected harsher vocals now and again. It's not just death metal, there are just elements of many different genres on this. It's really good. There are some gentler moments, especially with the chugging riffs, but Reverie being one of my favorite songs off the album. Very emotional, heart-driven song. But yeah, for Wait, The End of Noise, I'm giving this a 90%. The Swedish black metal band, we got Seid, Svartr Sol. I'll tell you what, this album is absolutely fantastic, very melodic in tone. I love the guitar work on this, I love the harsh vocals, would like a little bit more reverb on the vocals, but the overall production is pretty good. Pretty solid black metal album. It reminds you at times like Bathory and Dark Funeral, and just crazy melodies that do get stuck in your head. I love the overall guitar melodies, the drumming is very fast and frantic at times, but there are some beautiful moments. Like, you got the fucking closer. The closer being one of the most beautiful parts of the album, especially acoustic passages to end off the album and just the ambient feel you are getting. There are elements of atmosphere on this, but it's more of a melodic black metal album. Interesting melodies that you want to go back to more and more and more. Pretty good black metal album, may I say, and it's been one of my favorite black metal albums of the month. Drum roll please, for Svartr Sol by Seid. This Swedish black metal band gets a solid 75%. Let's move on. Let's move on to another black metal band. We got Varnheim and the album Aura. This is great. This is a really good black metal album. More of a black and death metal album, very similar to Darvaza. The mood is very different as well to Darvaza and even Thoris. They're not a copycat to the other black and death metal bands I've talked about already on Discovery and on the few videos I have mentioned this year. So really good stuff. I love the potential for this band. They are growing, and yeah, each song is the name of the album, and they are all numbered to 1 to 5. Number 2, Aura 2, be one of my favorite songs of the album. I just love the guitar work, and some really good solos on this. The vocals are very deep, demonic. Perfect production on this, in my opinion. It's really good black metal, and it is the black metal that does entice people. I looked at the album cover and I said, holy shit, the sun is rising in the horizon above whatever it is, an ocean, a volcano, and what is surrounding it, I don't know. I love the atmosphere on this, I love the production, I love the drumming, I love the guitar work, and I love the ambiency you are getting on this album. Beautiful album, Varnheim or Aura. Elements of black metal, elements of death metal as well. Just a very good, enticing black metal album. Drum roll please. It's gonna get an 82%. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on to one of the biggest album releases this year. It's Amorphis and the album Halo. This is a very good album overall, and this album does flow quite well. Northwood on the Dark Waters, The Moon, Windmane, just fantastic songs, the beautiful harsh and aggressive vocals you are getting along with the clean vocals really do work overall. There are folkier elements on this, especially The Moon and On the Dark Waters, with some beautiful string arrangements throughout the songs. Songs like When the Gods Came is a much more heavier song. You got The Wolf would be one of my favorite songs off the album just because the guitar work on that is fucking amazing. His vocals are fucking incredible on this. The guitar work is fucking amazing, especially the fucking solos on it. Just a really good LP overall. What is a bit weird though is the outro, which is My Name Is Night featuring Napalm. I just feel that the track listing on this is a little bit strange. I feel like The Moon should have ended off the album instead of My Name Is Night, to be honest, but there could have been other songs to end off the album than that song. Like even Halo is an amazing song. That could have ended off the album. But yeah, there are some aggressive moments, odd time signatures, and beautiful guitar passages. The vocals really work within this album. This Finnish melodic death metal band is really kicking goals on this LP. Halo is a very good album. But yeah, there are a few rough edges on this. It really works as a whole unit, this album. Northwood's amazing. On the Dark Waters is a great song, but The Wolf would be one of my favorite songs by Amorphis. I love the guitar work on that. I love the vocals where it's just all deaf and heavy and fucking growly. It's absolutely fucking amazing. So for Amorphis and the album Halo, drum roll please, I'm going to give this a 77%. So guys, that's it for Discovery for this week. Hope you did enjoy it. Let me know what albums you're going to discover this week. Do you agree or disagree with my opinion? Let's keep Discovery going for next week. We'll be talking about brand new albums, and I will see you in the next Discovery.